stage for the fire. There's a thousand pretty women waiting out there. They're all living the devil may care. And I'm just a devil with no spares. Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! How I wish that there were more than 24 hours in the day. Even if there were 40 more, I wouldn't sleep on any other way. Oh, blackjack and poker and a roulette wheel, a fortune won and lost on every deal. All you need is sweetheart and a little steel. Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas, where the booyah flashing and the wild band is crashing with all the smoke down the drain. Las Vegas turning day into night and turning night into daytime. If you see the one, you'll never be the same again. The people in the run gonna have me some fun. Cost me my very last dime. If my wife and broke, well, I'll always remember that I had a sweet time. I'll give everything I got. Lady luck, please let the dice stay hot. Let me show the sun with every shot side. Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva, Viva Las Vegas!
So Beatrice, you got into Memphis and
Yeah.
this big event was happening.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, the most spectacular part of it was the candlelit vigil
Right.
on Elvis's anniversary.
And
that
that's
was
thousands,
amazing.
thousands of people. Isn't
Thousands of people. And I was standing in the crowd and I just heard all these different languages round me.
Yeah.
And everybody was there just for Elvis.
Now,
It's
for
an
people who
amazing
haven't
feeling.
been, you actually start it's Elvis Boulevard,
Yeah.
and you walk in procession up to
Up
the
to
grave.
his grave, yeah, up to his grave.
Wow. And it goes on until the wee hours of the
Oh,
morning.
it goes on all night. You could start in the queue at 6 in the evening
Uh-huh.
and you mightn't get to the grave till about 6 in the morning.
Oh my God!
That's
Well, there
how
must be
many
an
people.
amazing atmosphere.
It's fantastic.
Excellent.
And Priscilla comes out and speaks to people, and then we sing a couple of Elvis songs,
Of course.
and we say a couple of prayers,
Uh-huh.
and the atmosphere there is amazing.
Excellent.
People all over the world.
So that was 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And next year is Elvis's 40th
It sure
anniversary.
is.
And you're booked on it.
I'm booked on it. I'm
Now,
going.
the funny thing is that your life evolved as a result of that
Yeah.
tour, and you formed what is now one of the most successful Elvis
Yeah.
fan clubs in Ireland.
Well, it's
What
one
do
of
you
the
call
clubs.
it?
Elvis Rockin' in the Hills of Donegal fan club.
Oh, what a great name.
What else could I call it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you have lots of events. I mean, in fact, off camera you were telling me that you have people already coming in from the UK
Yeah.
and from the north to Dunlow,
To Dunlow.
for an Elvis event.
Yeah, and the event isn't until September the 17th.
And I
this
was
year.
at the last one and it was
You were.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
And you do it for charity.
I do. I raise money for local children who are sick or somebody that needs a wee help.
That's absolutely
Yeah.
amazing. And tell me this, I was there, I can't remember the singer that was there that night that I
That
was
was
there.
Kieran Houlihan,
Wow.
Ireland's top guy. He is amazing.
He was just,
Absolutely.
and he's an Elvis tribute act, is
He
that
is.
what he calls himself,
Elvis
rather
tribute
than an
artist.
impersonator?
Yeah, Elvis
Yeah.
tribute artist. We've got two other guys from Dublin, Tom Gilson and Liam Murphy, and they've been to my club and they're
So
amazing.
tell me this, a woman nursing as a career in Kelly, that's what you do, isn't it?
No, I work in a factory.
Oh, you work in a factory, I thought you were a nurse, my goodness.
No.
So tell me this, so there you are, you come home from this event and you decide that you're going to start an Elvis fan club.
Well, it didn't actually happen like that. I came home and I didn't care about going anywhere else again, and then Driftaway Travel decided to arrange a reunion of the people who went to Memphis. So we got about 30 or 40 people, and some of my friends from Dublin came to the reunion. So they saw Donegal and they loved Donegal. So they says, we could come back some other weekend.
Right.
So they started coming to Donegal, and I would put on little evenings for them, music evenings, Elvis evenings, in Manus McDade's pub down the road from me. And we'd stay in a lodge down the road from my house. And after a few years, more and more and more people started coming. And one of my friends, Jerry Mullins from Athlone, he was here for one of the weekends and convinced me to go official with the club.
Wow. And what does that mean exactly? Do you have to get permission?
You have to, yes, you have to get registered with Elvis Presley Enterprises in America.
Good Lord.
And one of the rules is that you raise money for a charity.
Isn't that fantastic?
And that's how it all evolved.
Uh-huh.
But I launched the club on the 1st of March 2014. But poor Jerry had passed away 2 months before that.
So he never got to see
And he never got it. But only for him, and only for going to Memphis with you, Deirdre, in 2007. None of this would have happened.
Wow. So tell me this, we're already looking forward to next year.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people, in fact, I've got to explain this, that when I phoned the company that I deal with in Nashville, back in November, every room in Nashville had been, or in Memphis, was sold out for next year from the previous July. I was very fortunate that my friend Jay already had rooms booked.
Yeah.
So we've got in the hotel that you want to stay in, and I'm going with you next time, we're going to stay downtown, right down near to Beale Street, where all the action is. And we'll have transport taking us everywhere. And again, we're starting in Nashville.
Yeah.
So we're doing a whole tour, very similar to what you did last time.
Yeah.
I've got to tell people, Peter just came to my house and we sat with a map. We went over everything that you'd done on the last tour, and we said we can only make it better this time.
Yeah.
So rooms are selling out. It's crazy, but that's one of my fastest selling tours. Is the tour for next year.
Yeah, very popular.
So if you want to be in the same hotel as Beatrice, we'll put the details up on the screen pretty soon for how people can book out.
Yeah.
You know,
there's a lot of people booked through the club as well.
That's right.
And Kieran Houlihan, he's talking about going anyway.
Wow. And tell me this, just before we finish, you have another event lined up for September.
I have a fantastic event with an amazing guy from London, Pete Storm.
Right.
He is something else.
And that's happening in Dunlow?
In Dunlow on the 17th of September.
So if you're an Elvis fan, you need to get yourself to Donegal and down to Dunlow. And Beatrice, you've got a web page or a Facebook page.
A Facebook page. And
how do people get you on Facebook?
Just look for Elvis Rockin' in the Hills of Donegal Fan Club. Or look for Beatrice Farley.
There you go. Beatrice, I'm really looking forward to next year. I'm sure you are.
So am I can't wait.
Listen, it was lovely interviewing you.
Thank you.
Look forward to travelling with you next year.
Me too.
And thank you so much for coming in to speak to us in the show.
Not at all. Thank you very much, Deirdre. Bye bye.
As the snow flies on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto, and his mama cries. But if there's one thing that she don't need, it's another hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto. People, don't you understand that y'all need to everything? You're gonna be an angry young man someday, and take a look at you and me. Are we too blind to see? Or do we simply turn our heads and look the other way? Well, the world turns, and a hungry little boy with the runny nose plays in the street as the cold wind blows in the ghetto. And his hunger burns, so he starts to roam the streets at night, and he learns how to steal and he learns how to fight in the ghetto. Then one night in desperation, the young man breaks away. He buys a gun, he steals a car, he tries to run, but he don't get far. And his mama cries. As a crowd gathers round an angry young man face down in the street with a gun in his hand in the ghetto. Another young man dies. On a cold and gray Chicago morning, another little baby child is born in the ghetto.